Friends, today we are here to study Newland's law of octaves, which was given by Newland in 1866. Now, yesterday we have studied that basically the elements were classified as metals, non-metals and metalloids. Then the classification was done in a group of three called triads, and this is known as Dobereiner's classification. Now let us come with Newland's law of octaves, because Dobereiner's law has its own limitations, and therefore this is the next level of classification, that is Newland's law of octaves. Now let us see here the points which are written on the whiteboard. It is seen that the arrangement of elements is in increasing order of atomic masses. So you see here the arrangement of elements is in increasing order of the atomic masses. Hydrogen having an atomic mass of 1 and oxygen 16, fluorine 18, sulfur 32, chlorine 35, iron 56. You can find out the atomic masses of the middle elements. You can take the periodic table and fill in the blanks here. You can do it by yourself. Many of the things are for self-study. Now, let us see again this point. Arrangement of elements is in increasing order of the atomic masses, and it is horizontal. This is the horizontal arrangement. Okay. All this, it is the horizontal arrangement. The next point to remember is every eighth element had properties similar to that of the first element. Now let me start counting from here. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and sodium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So this is the first element. This is the eighth element. So the first element and the eighth element, these are having the properties similar. These are having similar properties. These are alkali metals, and lithium and sodium, they are resembling each other in the sense that both these elements are alkali metals. They are having one electron in their outermost orbit. They are having a valency 1. They are electropositive metals, and many more properties which will be discussed further. Let us sing a song here. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. You can sing it by yourself. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. So this is sa and this is again sa. So this is the first and the eighth element which is having similarity in the properties. So lithium and sodium, beryllium and magnesium, boron and aluminium, then nitrogen and phosphorus, oxygen and sulfur, then fluorine and chlorine, then potassium and sodium, magnesium and calcium. All these are having similarity in the chemical properties. Now, let us see why this law, the drawbacks or the limitations of this law. So you can see here that here I have written calcium in red color. This means that calcium, there is some problem here, that calcium, the law is obeyed only up to calcium. So up to calcium only the law is obeyed. Newland's law is obeyed up to calcium. This is the point to be noted. Now secondly, you can see here iron, okay, and this iron, it should be in this place actually. The iron, if iron, cobalt and nickel, they are having similar properties. Iron, cobalt and nickel are the group 8th elements. If you go further for classification, then iron, cobalt and nickel, they should be in the same position, but actually cobalt and nickel are sitting in the same chair. Then how can iron come again and occupy the same position? It is not possible for all of the three to accommodate in the same position. It will be just like teen tigada, kam bigada. Okay. Already two are there. How many are there here? Cobalt and nickel. Two are there. This is itself is wrong. And then again, if iron will take this place, it will be again wrong. And therefore, the iron which is placed here You can see here, you can easily see that iron is placed between oxygen and sulfur. Is it possible that iron is a non-metal? Ask to yourself, ask this question. Is iron a metal or a non-metal? Huh? Yes, you are getting it. Iron is a metal. And oxygen and sulfur, okay, got it? These are non-metals. Then how can these two be placed together? Is it possible? No, not at all. You are getting it? No. So, oxygen and sulfur, these are non-metals. Iron is a metal and therefore it is not placed in cobalt and nickel. It is placed outside somewhere between non-metals, and this is the major drawback. So, here I will write position of iron. What is it? Position of iron. Now the third one. What is the third one? About cobalt and nickel and cerium and lanthanum. I will write here cobalt and nickel, then cerium and lanthanum. They are occupying the same chair. They are sitting in the same chair. It is not possible for two fat persons to sit in the same chair. So this is cobalt and nickel, cerium and lanthanum. Not at all possible. This is not at all possible, and therefore this is also wrong. Then fourth one, we can see that titanium. About the position of titanium. Can you tell me? What about position of titanium? Got it? Some of them are thinking. They have got it. What about carbon? Yes. Yes, it is a non-metal. What about silicon? Yes, yes. Silicon, it is a metalloid. And titanium. What about titanium? Titanium is a metal. So, position of titanium, it is a metal and it is not given a proper position. And the fifth point to remember is only 56 elements. How many elements were classified by Newland? Only 56 elements were classified by Newland. So what are these? These are the, you can say these are the limitations. These are the limitations of Newland's law or Newland's law of octaves. You note down these limitations in your notebook. You see whether you have written each and every point in your notebook. Let us see again. The arrangement of elements is in increasing order of the atomic masses. Every eighth element had properties similar to that of the first, and this is just like octaves in music. You can again pause the video and you can see that whether you have written each and everything. So you just go for that and see whether each and everything you have noted down in your notebook. Now let us write the statement for Newland's law of octaves in a very defined manner, because after all you have to write the laws according to the prescribed form in the textbook. So let us pause. Now this is the statement for Newland's law of octaves. Let us read it loudly. When elements are arranged in horizontal rows. These are the horizontal rows. Okay. Followed. These are the horizontal rows. In increasing order of their atomic masses. Order is increasing from hydrogen to oxygen, fluorine to sulfur, chlorine to iron, increasing order of their atomic masses. Get each point cleared. Increasing order of their atomic masses and horizontal rows. The properties of eighth element, if this is the eighth element, then the properties of the eighth element are similar to the first. This is the first element. As counting is started from here, the first element and the eighth element, they are similar to each other in chemically or physically. So this is the statement for Newland's law of octaves. So for homework, what you have to do is that you have to write the law. You have to write in a specified manner. You have to write it very properly. Word to word, you have to copy it just as it is. You have to write the limitations and then you have to explain the law in your own words. So this is all for today. We will be coming tomorrow with Mendeleev's classification or Mendeleev's law, and we will be proceeding towards the modern periodic law in slowly. If you have any difficulty, you can ask me on the same day. You can WhatsApp me and you can ask me the difficulties. If I am able to solve them, I will solve them immediately, or I will call you personally. So this should be followed. Every day you should regularly study. Your notebook should be updated. Followed? Okay.